Ding 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 ding. Do 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 do. Yegs and bacon, gonna see what's shaking, 'cause there ain't no faking here on Yegs and Bacon. Yegs and Bacon.
Hello and welcome to Yegs and Bacon. My name is Danica.
And my name's Brandon. Wow, howdy boy. It's a sleepy one today, but maybe a manic one.
Well, for you, Brandon has the tendency to overcompensate when he's tired. I just turn into a potato.
The devil you say. Not illustrating anything at all. We're gonna get right into things, and it's probably gonna be short-ish, maybe. Definitely say hi.
Yes, please.
And we'll do our best to be effervescent and not asleep.
What was that?
Was it effervescent? So fancy.
Anyway, yeah. I took the day today. I worked from home because I couldn't sleep last night, so I didn't.
Insomnia.
I hate it. So I'm gonna try to be chipper for tomorrow, because that's when I need to see all of you, and that's very important.
Insomnia. The world has made you stay awake.
Okay, so we have a few things going down. There's a lot of issue ones, so I have put these in no order, and I haven't read most of them, so get ready for that. And there's and Max.
The cats are
gonna be in the background.
abounding. I would have a ticker about a cat update, but it's not new. It's the one from last week.
All right. First things first is from Behemoth Comics. A girl walks home alone at night. Now, this was a sweet vampire movie that everyone flipped out about.
Mm-hmm.
And now it is also a comic. So it's pretty cool.
Super excited about it. We got in a bunch because super rad. Very excited about it. This one is actually the 1-for-5 variant. That's why there's two of them there. Because I went home real fast.
And actually, it's pretty sweet. You think the front's nice. The back actually looks cool too. Vampires!
Super rad. I really like it.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to read that. And I'm also going to try to get some sleep tonight.
I'm super excited about the next Marvel Snapshots issue. The Marvel Snapshot stuff has proven that when he wants to, Kurt Busiek can just straight up be an editor. He has put fantastic teams together on all of the books, and also there was a weird Howard Chaykin SpiderMan book, which is good for certain things, but it was weird for Spider-Man, quite honestly. But what you generally get with the Snapshot books is smaller tales, very much in the Marvel's vein that the series he did with Alex Ross, about different characters, different teams, in different events. This one definitely takes place with the Avengers. All the previous issues that I've read, I have loved, including that Howard Chaykin one. Even if I was just like, this is weird, still a good story. So even if it's not your peg, if you like smaller superhero stories that really kind of are about more personality and people, definitely check out any of the Marvel Snapshot books.
Yay! I'm stretching.
Like a cat.
I was waiting for Joy to knock something over. She was shifting something. Right? Actually, yeah, it's kind of nice to stretch your paws.
Mm-hmm.
And I know my nails are already kind of chipped, but I got a new color, so I'm very happy with it.
Y'all, if we ever start a weird variant edition yoga studio, it's literally going to be all cat stretches based off of cats. The arched back, the shaking brrr.
Show us your butt. Because
like
they do. There's cats.
the pounce.
Oh yeah, you ready to pounce and you bounce.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. So, anyway, there's a new Doctor Who comic.
Doctor Who?
Doctor what? It's great. The 13th Doctor and the 10th Doctor. Why are you chewing on a straw?
To get the juices out properly.
The audio of that is going to be terrible. Anyway, there's a new Doctor Who comic, and it's super rad. And the main cover is by an artist that a lot of people are freaking out about right now, Peach Momoko.
Mm-hmm.
I like her work. I like everywhere she's going right now. And you know what? I wish her all the best, because sometimes her colors are just jaw-dropping.
Oh, amazing. I really like her rendering here. There's actually even pencils cover that we also got into.
Yeah.
My gesturing of like, what the hey, was because when I went to put my drink down, Max was sitting there. Cats.
Because cats know where you need to put your stuff, and they're going to put their butt there.
Exactly. I'm so excited for A Dark Interlude. It is the sequel series to Fearscape. If you haven't heard of Fearscape, we actually did one of our book clubs on it. Our what do we call that book club?
Oh, Man Behind the Mask.
Men Behind the Masks. Yeah, you're right. Men Behind the Masks. It was basically confronting ideas of masculinity in pop culture, and boy, howdy does Fearscape have a character. He is a writer who believes himself to be extremely literary, Mr. Henry, and he is, man, quite the human being, and ends up almost writing all of fiction and humanity. One of the things I really like about Fearscape and A Dark Interlude, which is sort of like, well, a dark interlude. Wink.
You're terrible.
Yeah. Is the fact that when Henry is not listening to you, his thought captions are actually over people's balloons. And he's just sort of like in his own thing, be like, listen to this blowhard. I don't need to listen to this stuff. Really, really good stuff. Actually, one of my favorite books from last year or the year before. Regardless, one of my favorites.
Time is just a construct. It doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter.
All right, we have... Oh, yeah, this is a one-shot, right? Is there one?
That is a one-shot.
Cool. All right.
Also, I remember today featuring the original creator of this Black Widow.
Boom. One shot. Devin Grayson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's rad. I like her.
Mm-hmm.
It's Widowmakers, Red Guardian, and Yelena Belova.
Yeah. Yelena is the Black
I'll be
Widow
right back.
that Devin Grayson created. Fun fact about Devin Grayson, she actually got her first job in comics from the strength of her fan fiction. But like is the common adage in comics, once you find a way into the comics industry, somebody bricks up the entrance behind you. So the only person to get their gig through fan fiction.
At that time.
In comics.
Ah.
Ooh, what do you know?
I can unmatch
Do it up.
you.
Do it. I love this.
The artist for the DCYA novels.
You're correct.
Of Raven, Beast Boy, and next year's Raven and Beast Boy got his start from Tumblr, which is a kind of fan fiction.
Yeah.
So he is the artist of that because they were like, wow, you draw those characters so well. Would you like to make a book about them?
Absolutely.
Yay!
Tumblr, can't afford an E.
I don't know why. I didn't see that coming. Anyway.
It's because they needed it to, I don't know, come up with newfangled ways of renting. What do you call that?
Web space?
No. When Silicon Valley's like, we're inventing this new concept.
Oh.
It's called house sharing.
Oh, right. Yeah. Like, what if we could have this big vehicle where like dozens of people could, drive across the city all at once. It'd be so wild.
We're crowdfunding it. Don't worry about it. It's called the Boos.
It's like BOOS, and like one of them has an umlaut for some reason.
Lori says also Gail Simone.
That is true.
I will give you that. She wrote a satire column on comic book resources and is also known for women in refrigerators.
Yep.
Which is how she got that column.
Yep. Don't put your girlfriend in a refrigerator, guys.
She started out doing Simpson comics.
Yeah.
So those are actually really funny.
I think we're going to see a lot more stories like that.
I hope so.
Simply because of the internet. You know, there's so many artists on Tumblr and DeviantArt and even Twitter, Instagram, that I think we're just going to see a lot of newer names.
Absolutely. And to Amber's point, Gail Simone would often write pitch perfect satires of specific writers.
Yeah.
So yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Spider-Mans? Do you like 80s Spider-Mans where he's wearing a black suit before he's like, whoa, heck, what is this thing? Well, there's another symbiote Spider-Man series. It's tying in with the Giant King in Black series. So if you like Venom, if you like Spider-Man, if you like Spider-Man and Venom, and if you like kings who are wearing black, this thing is going to be a thing that you want to read. Quite honestly, there's 2 miniseries before this. You don't have to read those. They're very, very modular, which I really like. And, you know, it's fun stories and good times.
All right. Next up, I'm not going to go into too much detail because Star Trek Voyager has a new comic series, and that's all you need to know.
The Star Trek books from IDW have always been consistently wonderful.
They're really good. Yeah, I actually don't know any of the creators.
I know of Angel Hernandez, but I don't know of anybody else. But again, quite honestly, IDW doesn't screw around.
No.
If you like a flavor, it's gonna be a flavor. It's gonna be a flavor. Austin says, is that Kang? Yes, Kang was on this cover. That's Kang. Kang the Conqueror.
Kang!
He of time travel and weird freaking stories. Again, in a good way. Weird's not bad. Also, as Austin had said earlier in the comments.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I think one of the few Kang stories I've ever read in my life, because I don't generally come across him, is like they were trying to kill him as a baby because, you know, he's comics Hitler. So of course he would go back and kill Kang as a baby. And he was a very cute little purple boy.
Yeah, he
Blue.
He is kind of a Young Avenger, or one of the original Young Avengers.
Yeah, it was like a multi-dimension thing. So like one of them, he was like really, really, really evil. And then the other one, he was like, I'm okay. I'm just kind of mad about things.
I'm cranky.
Yeah.
Another book that we have here is Sea of Sorrows. It's deep sea adventure. I'm reading, just so you know. Deep sea adventure with a horrific twist from the creative team behind last year's hit horror series, Road of Bones. In the aftermath of the Great War, the North Atlantic is ripe for plunder by independent salvage crews. When a former naval officer hires the SS Vagabond, he leads the ship to a sunken U-boat and a fortune in gold. Tensions mount as the crew prepares to double-cross each other, but the darkness of the ocean holds some deeper terrors than they ever bargained for. So, deep-sea heists and horrors? Possibly not, sis?
I mean, it's the sea, so of course there would be horrors. There are a lot of horrors in the sea.
There are horrors in the sea. There are horrors in the sea.
Right. Crackers. Okay. Can you look this one up and I'll do...
I'm gonna do it.
Thank you. All right. Next up is another one-shot. It is Marvel Voices. It's the Indigenous Voices one, and it's where they celebrate Native American Heritage Month. And so you've been seeing really beautiful covers from a gentleman named Verger. all these nice colors. He's done. He's been on like SpiderMan, Iron Man, Thor, and so very, very pretty. I have a few of you who have been ordering all of them because they're very, very pretty.
They're very, very nice.
Yes. So this is full of. Oh, I don't have a credits list, but the art is also really, really pretty.
All the writers and artists are Indigenous creators?
They are, yeah. And I don't have a full list. It's probably at the back, but that's okay.
It's always fun when they do that. Including one of the co-writers of, oh boy, why do I say things?
I don't know.
Strangelands with Maggie Visaggio, Darcy Little Badger.
Oh, okay,
who's doing the Carl Charles story, who is local.
Yeah, that dude's local. He's a local person. And this is also really pretty, actually. I don't know who does this cover, but I like these colors. I will look it up, but he's really pretty. Again, we are tired, and we are not giving you 100%.
Sleepy.
I'm sorry. We're like hitting burnout points.
The Recount from Scout. When the U.S. president is assassinated by one of his own security detail, a female Secret Service agent named Bree Parto must protect the vice president at all costs from a mass conspiracy by the group calling themselves the Masses. With nowhere to turn and no one to trust, these two women, with completely opposing political views and beliefs, must work together to preserve what's left of American democracy. Interesting book to come out right now.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right.
For sure.
Oh no, he's started. Okay,
he's swirling.
All right. Okay, so that was the single issues. There's like one issue 2, which was the Steve Orlando one, Commanders in Crisis. So if you like number 1, number 2 is out. And Lori says D&B at 65% is still awesome. Thank you. We're sorry. We're so burned out.
That is a far too kind. For 2 coins.
Well, I'll give you that. I'm at 65 now, but wow, I was not at 65 earlier.
A potato, a shillelagh.
I was a potato. Yes, I was a potato. There is actually a lot of work I can do from home, thankfully. So I just planted myself on the couch in my jammies, and I did computer work all day.
Was a good potato.
I find that is one of my strengths, is being a couch potato. So let's good lord, let's go through.
It's a very DC heavy, but really there wasn't much else that came out this week.
Well,
so like our graphic novel pile last week, like y'all watched that. The majority of you sure did.
Yeah.
Someone's asking, is this live? It sure is.
That's why it's so horrible and awkward. Yay! We ain't fixing anything.
We'll fix it in post. And by post, I mean, get the heck out of here if you think we're going to fix it in post.
No!
This is live, kids.
Yeah, this is unfortunately what you get at the store, so good luck with that. We're usually also nicer. I'm just kidding. Hey, look, there's a new Teen Titans book. It's called Roll With It. It's about D&D. Well, I'm sorry. Basements and basilisks, because you can't sue anything.
T-E-T. Sorry, good.
Quiet. Sorry.
I do what I want.
I know.
I'm a rebel.
I know. This is amazing. Of course, Robin's the basement boss.
That means something very different in other dungeons.
Anyway, yeah, we should watch more of that show. That was fun.
The Teen Titans Go stuff is always fun. The graphic novel is good for kids. Also, fun thing that I've learned over the past couple months is basically regular sized. Kid size. And the reason why apparently things are this size, there's been a whole bunch of market research on this. Younger readers like to have things that are their size for their hands to read. And so they they quite honestly find more ownership over this. It's apparently why back in the day Disney Adventures was the size that it was, because kids felt more of an ownership over a smaller magazine size than sort of the typical magazine size. So like this, my friends, when people were like, this is outrageous, why is this a weird size? It's because it's not for you in your giant ass hands. It's for wee bairns.
Yes, and those who want to feel like they have giant hands.
Yeah. If you're just like, if you have some like some feels about yourself and you're just like, I need to feel like a giant person, I recommend buying tiny books.
Tiny books, and then eating like pudding with a tiny spoon or something.
Yeah, or like, little teacups that they put like little espresso shots in, and you just like sip them, and you're just like, whoa, I must be a giant because look at this teacup. Delicious. That's our tip for living for you.
Next up is the third volume in the Super Sons
graphic novel series.
Yeah. Dang, I did not have that.
You got this. It's got a pull quote from R.L. Stine on the back of this son
What?
bitch.
It is the conclusion to the thrilling adventure that began in the Polar Shield Project. I'm going to die laughing. Yes, it does have an R.L. Stine pull quote, which is pretty rad.
Mm-hmm.
As the breathtaking action unfolds, the mysteries pile up, and there is danger on every page. My kind of story. I want to see more, more, more! Thank you, R.L. Stine. That was super rad.
I love the Super Sons book because it takes place near future with Batman and Superman's kids, and it really goes, it's its own self-contained thing, and it really actually goes on about, say, how the environment might not be so keen in the future, and how to kind of fight for a better future.
Yeah. The kids are going to fight for a better future. We don't leave it up to them.
No.
But we respect the hell out of them because they're doing the work.
And they're going to have more energy. We can help them.
Yeah, we're old.
We don't have, clearly, as evidenced by this.
Yes.
Candy. I'll explain that, but no, I'm not gonna.
No. Next up is Victor and Nora, a Gotham love story. Basically everything that DC is doing under their graphic novels for young adults has been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited about that. So this is about Victor Freeze. You might know him better.
As Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mr.
Oh,
Freeze.
right. Sorry. You're right.
Yeah. So anyway, this is when he is a sweet, handsome young man and he falls in love. So I'm very excited about that. All right. Next up is Legion of Superheroes, Millennium.
It's the first collection of the Brian Michael Bendis and Ryan Sook arc of the Legion of Superheroes. If you don't know anything about Legion of Superheroes, that's perfectly freaking okay. You can just pop in here. The original Millennium story actually ties together a lot of DC's futures, including Commandy, Batman Beyond, and the Legion, to kind of form a cohesive story that brings us to the future. It's very freaking cool, and I highly recommend it.
Hey, do you remember how we were saying the ocean is terrifying?
Oh, good gravy.
Plunge is out.
Plunge is out. You might know Joe Hill from things like
Your
Lock
Nightmares.
and Key and all of his freaking books.
Look at the back. Scary thing.
Would you like a treat?
Would you?
This person looks like they are happy about treats. Yeah. If you would like a spooky treat, I do highly recommend Plunge.
Yeah.
Stuart Immonen came out of retirement for this book. Very,
dang.
very talented
Trying to
creator.
get the names. It's shiny.
It's very shiny because it's still rapid.
We still haven't taken the wrapper off, so it's very shiny.
It is one of the
Hill
Hill
House.
House books in the Black Label line. If you like Spookums, if you like deep sea Spookums, if you like Joe Hill, if you like stuff, do it. If you like treats,
books. If you like books, you need this book.
do you like books? You should buy books.
I mean,
The variant edition logarithm.
I feel like
Algorithm.
Yeah, I don't know. You've definitely got Joy's attention. Oh no, she's not going in, but she's watching.
She's gonna do lion.
Yeah.
She's gonna lion through.
He's spinning it, and oh wow, we have a viewer from New Zealand. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a good surprise.
That's pretty freaking great.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. We are so sorry we're not up at the top of our game tonight.
Yeah, you caught us on a bad night. And it's appreciated that you are possibly enjoying this.
Please come back next week when I might have had more sleep.
Or wine.
Either way, I'm much more interesting on both. Aw, thank you. Well, this is exciting. All right, couple books left. So Ash and Thorn. It's like if you were the chosen one, but you were also an awesome senior lady. And I'm not kidding. The two main characters are like Buffy and Giles, except they're both old and they're great.
I like that. So
Yeah.
it's basically like Frank and Gracie, but by way of Buffy.
Oh my god. Yes. I was just about to say I would watch that, but like I would read that.
That's
read
what it
this.
is.
It's
what it
really
is.
fun. It's really good. And it's so nice to see ladies of a certain age being represented in ass-kicking monster fights.
I've only seen a couple episodes of Frank and Gracie, and they are just absolutely wonderful.
Frankie and Grace.
Frankie and Grace.
Or Grace and Frankie.
Grace and Fraser. Yeah.
I'm just going to dance
Frankie
to
and Gracie.
the one.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
That's a topical reference for the kids.
Very topical reference. Oh no. Yes. Jamie Lee says, I think I saw a cat run down the stairs behind you. Yes. We have 2 cats out right now. We actually have 4 in total, but because they are not friendly to each other, we have 2 back 2.
Yeah.
So the others are upstairs. But you will see our little critters run, just jet up and down these stairs every so often.
They often run around. We run cat updates. I haven't generally done it this time because that's actually an old one. But since you're new to our broadcasts, that is new to you. So congratulations.
Generally, we run the little streamer banner when one of our cats is going to knock something over, or usually they're just going to knock something over.
It's a viewer distraction for when one of us has to leave to be like, no, 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 no.
Like I did earlier.
No.
Joy was trying to get on the shelf the barmoire again.
These last 2 are mine.
Yeah.
They're mine.
All right, can I have the? Yeah.
I guess so.
We'll explain this in a moment.
You don't like other people having the mirror.
I
know.
Wow. I'm hurt. I'm really hurt by that.
I don't know what to say. All right. Ludocrats is probably one of the wildest comics that I've ever read. It's a Kieran Gillen main story with Jeff Stokely doing the art and a co-writer whose only last name is on there, Jim Rosignol. They came up with these bonkers characters when they wrote about video games way back in the yonder days. They're just super bonkers, and a lot of weird things happen. Ludocrats just basically meaning ludicrous aristocrats, more or less. They are very, very deep into being super weird, like this moi.
Okay, I'm actually just discovering some of the Poe quotes on the back of this collection. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. I take a deep breath and become a balloon. I walk to the end of a plank on a pirate ship and look down. The shark's face is mine. If I eat me, where am I? In me or out me? Comics bookcase. That's a pull quote for this book. Just so you know what you're getting into, because that's yeah.
You might say it's ludicrous.
Um,
Soon it will be Ludicrismas.
Also, Kurt Busiek calls it, it's like New Gods meets The Hitchhiker's Guide, if done by people who are unsettled, goofy, untrustworthy, and potentially dangerous. I love this so much because they start out with really kind of more serious pull quotes, and then it just.
There was a fight. You might have heard that.
Sorry. Okay, that happens sometimes when Joy jumps. That girl. When Joy jumps on top of Max.
Just when you least expect it because she thinks it's funny.
Yeah. She's a bratty younger sister.
She is the youth, yeah, basically.
Anyway, sorry. But I just had to share that because I was reading them as he was doing that, and amazing.
Some folks are asking if we just read books. We're actually two owners of a comic book shop, graphic novel emporium, and every week we talk about the new comics and graphic novels that are out. So that's kind of what you stumbled into.
Yeah.
But hey, thanks. They are absolutely okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No.
Somebody's asking if the cats are okay. They are.
They do this all the time. There are claws. They're sharp. But they fight. They give as good as they get. So
they're both chilling right now. It's more of a Max gets surprised and he really doesn't like it, and so he was like, "Ah!" and nobody gets hurt.
And I mean, Joy's already chilling in her loaf pan, like nothing happened.
Max is over there on the floor, just being like, "What, dude?"
He's breathing a little fast because he's just like, "What?" But he's chilling.
And Joy's up there, just like Danica said, just like.
She's
life.
Like, I did good. I'm a sister.
C'est la vie.
Yeah.
Enchanté, mademoiselle.
Yeah, no, I trust me. The reason that the two boys can't work together is because they actually fight. So we do not let them together. But these two, no, they're just being siblings.
Yep. Finally, right. I am super excited for this giant collection of Kyle Baker's Plastic Man run. It's got an actual rubber band around it. See that? Look at that. Kyle Baker has won multiple awards for good reason. He is an amazing cartoonist and has done books such as The Cowboy Wallace Show, Why I Hate Saturn, You Are Here, King David, Special Forces, and Nat Turner. Nat Turner is probably what he's most famous for. And yeah, he got to do 20 issues of Plastic Man in a classic Plastic Man style, where it's goofy, but there's serious moments, and so you actually feel like palpable, like, oh boy, something could happen here. And it's just some of the best comics that I've ever read in a big old freaking collection with a rubber band. Boom, boom, boom. Anybody who is like a big Kyle Baker fan is really gonna dig this because I didn't expect this to be collected, nor in such a wonderful collected edition. So yeah, he also did Deadpool Max with David Lapham, and that book is quite the read. It will hurt your brain holes.
All right, that's all the books we have. So for the new viewers, because there's new viewers, I'm so excited that you're here.
Waloo.
This is what we do at the end of the show. We have romper room time.
Some of you may or may not know what the romper room is. I will explain it to you. It is a room where one romps, where childrens would gather and play games and whatnot, and a giant bee named Doobie would hang out with them and a school teacher, and they would just like learn lessons. So yeah, a giant bee named Doobie.
It was the 80s? Or did it
through
start
to
in
the 90s. It was
Yeah.
like it went for different spans of time and different areas. Like it was in the States, it was in Canada.
Mhm.
It had different focuses. It's freaking wild. Anyways, at the end of Romper Room,
Oh, sorry. We have this lovely romper room mirror that was made for us by friends of the show, Kate and Sean.
yeah. So at the end of the Romper Room, the person who was hosting would look through the magic mirror and see all of the kids who watched the program that day. And so at the end of this, we see you too as we go through the comments and sometimes get a little behind and try and stall for time. All right. Today, I see the one true Andrew. I see, I believe it's Stefan.
Mhm.
I see Lori. I see Austin of the Nerd Crusade podcast
Hello.
and a Twitch show.
Yes.
Very fun.
Mm-hmm.
I see Brendan.
Mm-hmm.
I see Just for Fun 671.
Wow. I hope you had fun today.
More fun than the previous 670. And that's true.
Yeah.
I see Eric.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I see Kate. And I see Sean.
Oh, and you should say
Oh, and we've noticed that Amber is also there. Hello, Amber.
hello. All right. Oh,
I see Sempa.
okay. And oh,
I see Chris.
oh.
I see Margaret.
Hello, Margaret.
I see Michelle.
Yay.
I see Jamie Lee. I see Neil.
Yay. Oh.
And I see Crab Cake. Cake Crab.
Cake crab.
Different than crab cakes. My brain was just like, I like a good crab cake. Thank you all for watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the people I'm seeing right now.
It is, yeah.
Like we said, it was a quick one, and our quick ones just tend to be 40 minutes.
We say quick, and then we speak for 40 minutes. Can you tell me I'm done podcasting?
Thank you all for watching. We will talk to you again next week. Hopefully, we will be more joie de vivre.
Effervescent.
Joie de vivre is the words.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna read some stuff, and then I'm gonna go to bed, and then I'm gonna punch the air. So tomorrow for New Comic Book Day will be woo. And I also have a coffee maker at work. So if I'm tired,
His name is Brandon.
aww.
Thanks all for watching. We will talk to you again next time.
Love you. Bye.